The magic bus just pulled up, and tonight's challengers are going to attempt to take Penn and Teller to school. The only way to get a passing grade is to pull one over on our pair of professors. And here they are now, Penn and Teller! Let's meet our first potential fooler.
I'm Matt Marcy, and I'm a comedy magician. I always wanted my magic to be more than just a series of tricks. And so I created a stage play. Opening night, I looked out in the audience, and Teller was sitting there. I never met him before. And after the show, I chatted with him for quite a while, and he gave me great thoughts and advice. I wanted to go a step further, and so I created a web series about a magician. I'm a magician.
Oh, okay. What instrument?
The purpose of the web series was to explore magicians as human beings. Magicians will be looking for success. That's how Chris Angel made it. They'll be looking for love.
Okay, magic boy.
And they'll see that through the lens of magic. A magician is first a person, and he wants all the things that every person would want.
Our next act puts the F in funny and fooler. Please welcome Matt Marcy.
Thank you very much. You know, I'm normally a comedy magician, but because this is Fool Us, tonight I wanted to do something a little different. A giant, over-the-top, Las Vegas-style grand illusion. What do you think? Okay. I've actually brought 4 with me. I only have time for 1, but I'm going to let you choose the one I do. And to make that choice fair, I made this simple poster. It says, the trick that will fool Penn and Teller will be A, B, C, or D. Penn, you get the choice.
C.
C. Very good choice. Very confident. Let's see what you didn't pick. You could have picked A, and tonight I'd be performing for you the appearing Empire State Building. Oh, the Empire State Building vanishes from New York, appears right on this stage. It doesn't even fit, but it's magic. But not tonight. Getting on with B, that was one of my favorites. That's the levitating shark. A 2,000-pound great white floats around, eats 3 people. It's spectacular. And D, I was hoping for D. D was the deadly double bullet catch. Oh, nobody figures that out. But you picked C, and that is what I was hoping you would pick. It is my favorite one under the most spectacular illusion I know. Get ready, because tonight I will be performing for you a card trick. Excellent choice, Ben. Love card tricks. I brought a deck of cards. Jumbo decks so we can all see. And I should be honest, I love card tricks, but card tricks used to be simple, right? You would pick a card, the magician would find it. Very easy. Lately, I have seen these complex card tricks I can't follow. So tonight, I will do the opposite of that. And I will create for you the world's simplest card trick. And I have simplified it the way anybody would, with a clear and concise PowerPoint presentation. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the world's simplest card trick. Now, I should begin by explaining that of magic tricks, card tricks make up 62%. It's actually a bit odd. You can see from this graph, as the number of card tricks go up, the quality of the magician goes down. However, according to this graph, as the number of graphs go up, the quality of the magician goes up, so I'm in good shape. Here's a few more graphs of that statistic in case you miss it. Here it is in 3D. No, those tricks, 99% are bad card tricks. Really, only like 1% of card tricks are any good. But this trick falls right about there, right there, yes. Of those tricks, 79% are the pick a card or the PAC card tricks, 18% are the no card selected, the NCS tricks, and only 3% are the most difficult kind, the think of a card tricks. That's what we'll do tonight. In a minute, somebody here will TOAC, and Allison, would you mind helping?
Sure.
In a moment, I will ask you to TOAC.
Okay.
Very good. Now, it would appear that Allison has a free choice of 52 different cards. Actually, in studies, we found that women tend to choose red cards, men tend to choose black cards. Kids, of course, choose the Joker. Please don't choose the Joker, no. Joker. Also, 2 very popular cards. I don't want to influence you. They can be chosen if you would like, the Queen of Hearts and the Ace of Spades. But they are very common choices. A lot of women choose the Queen of Hearts because it represents love and beauty and, of course, decapitation. Remember her? Then we have the ace of spades for the guys because it represents strength. It's known as the bullet card, which is weird because a spade is a shovel. It should be known as the gardening card. But it's not. It's known as the bullet card. Not to be confused with a bullet point. That looks like this. So, Allison, for the first time, would you please TOAC, think of a card?
9 of clubs.
The T, the think, is key for this to work, yeah.
Sorry.
So forget the 9, think of a card. Got one?
Now I do.
Very good. Now, change your mind, CYM, to any other card, AOC.
Okay.
You got a new one?
Yeah.
Good. Allison, in your mind, IYM, turn your card face down, FD, and visualize the back of the card, the BOTC. These are the rider back cards. They're made by the United States Playing Card Company. Of course, they were founded in Cincinnati, Ohio. If you haven't been there, here's a picture of Cincinnati, courtesy Google Maps. Let's review. So far, I asked Allison to TOAC. Then she CYM to AOC. IYM, she turned her card FD and visualized the BOTC made by the USPCC from Cincinnati, OH. Okay?
Okay.
So, Allison, for the first time, name the card you're thinking of.
8 of clubs.
8 of clubs. And that's your card, the one that IYM you turned FD.
Sure.
Excellent, Allison. Well done. In this deck of cards, there are 52 cards. They are all facing in one direction. However, IYM, in your mind, you turn a single card, FD, face down. So one card somewhere in there should be reversed from all the rest. And they can be tough to spot. If anyone sees it, let me know. Oh, I see it. One card is turned over in the deck. Now, Allison, if that is the 8 of clubs, would that be a good trick?
Yeah.
That would be a freaking miracle, Allison.
I know.
There's no floating shark. This is it, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
You had a free choice of 52 cards. You randomly picked the 8 of clubs, and I told you, this isn't just any card trick. This is the world's simplest card trick.
Conventions.
They love it. Everyone loves it everywhere. We've all suffered through PowerPoint. It doesn't just have to be corporate stuff. Everyone has been through these slideshows.
That's the best PowerPoint ever. It's so entertaining.
Thank you.
Right?
Yeah,
and
thanks.
funny and yeah.
And there's a card trick.
So how did you come up with this idea?
Well, I like to wrap my magic in like presentations that people can relate to and connect with, and I always thought PowerPoint was one of those things. Yeah. So it made sense for me to do that. And all of my stuff is comedy magic, but it's all tied in with stories. So stories about my life, stories about people I know, stories about things I've experienced. I actually developed a stage show and a web series about a magician that's all story-based and mixes magic and storytelling. That's always been sort of what I'm most interested in.
That's cool. All right, let's go to the boys, see if they figured it out or not.
Oh, Matt, you know, Teller saw your show in L.A. You have a one-man show in L.A., and Teller saw it. As soon as he saw you come out, he was thrilled.
Oh,
he was already over the moon, and I hadn't seen you before, and it's just killer, just so great. I mean, I could not be more sick of TED Talks. I believe that oration in the United States of America has been destroyed by PowerPoint. I think they're the worst things in the world. And the moment when you brought up the Google map of Cincinnati, one of the great, really funny things. And the basic rule with comedy magicians is they're never that funny and the magic's never that good. And you just proved both of those. It was funny all the way through. You didn't even need a trick. And you also proved something that we like to say all the time, which it really is the singer, not the song. You did just a beautiful job, and just tight and crisp and funny and brilliant and wonderful. And now it's time to ID this with the UMD. It's a variation of an ID. It's a UMD.
Was that code?
I think they're on to the sorcery.
Oh,
yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
So good.
Take a quick break at the same time and meet back here in 2 minutes. Ready, go. Welcome back to Fool Us, where magicians take on Penn and Teller mano a mano, or in this case, duo a duo. Let's meet our next act.
The difference between magic and mentalism is that magicians use sleight of hand.
As mentalists use sleight of mind.
Sleight of mind is taking the way that we perceive things and putting them on edge and leaving you with no explanation to how it is that we just read your thoughts. It's almost like we have a superpower.
Being on Fool Us validates that we're good enough to have Penn and Teller watch our show.
You know how much I love Penn and Teller.
I know you do.
But I'm gonna break you guys. I'm gonna turn your brains inside out. I'm gonna use my mental prowess.
That's not how you make friends.
I'm not here to make friends. Penn and Teller, we're here to fool you.
Please welcome the Sentimentalists.
Hi, everybody.
My name is Mysterion the Mind Reader.
And I'm Steffi K.
And together we are
The Sentimentalists.
2 minds.
Working as one.
And today we're gonna get into your minds.
During the break, we gave everyone pens and paper.
And we asked everyone to draw an image of anything. And you've all done that, yes? Excellent. Our good friend Dan has been collecting those in a box. And Steffi,
Thank
some
you.
paper and a marker. Thank you, Dan. I'm gonna give these a shake. I have no clue what any of you drew. Or do I? All right, as you can see right here, we have what is known as a money machine. This is gonna really randomize these images. We have no clue which one I'm gonna catch, but to make sure that Steffi does not peek, she is gonna put on nature's blindfold. 1, 2, 3, her eyes are closed. All right, I know you don't trust me, so I'll put on my own blindfold, folks. And we're going to hit it. These are gonna randomly mix. I have no idea what any of these things are. Grabbing a whole bunch of them in my hand, folks. In a moment's time, cut it. Okay. Think.
May I open my eyes?
You may. One of you drew this image. I don't even know what it is. Could you imagine that here today, that thought was shaken in a box, generated randomly in that machine, and caught by chance, transferred through my fingertips and into my mind, and sent into my lovely partner's brain. Before we show anybody what it is, we're gonna take that back. And I'm gonna open this up and show everybody the image of a beautiful flower. Whose image is this? Who did this? Is that yours? Stand up, please. Give her a big round of applause, everyone. Great. Folks, if you drew a flower, if that information was transferred from one mind into another, that is a miracle. 1, 2, 3, a flower, ladies and gentlemen. A random choice out of a possibility of infinity.
Sentimentalists! Wow, that's fantastic. How did you guys come up with this idea?
Well, we both love authentic acts from the past, and we love vintage magic, and I especially love the 1930s, so we really wanted to emulate something as close and authentic to that era as possible.
And is it just your style, or is it your lifestyle as well?
All the time, 24/7.
This is lifestyle.
nice.
This is how we look 24/7. I go grocery shopping in vintage 1930 suits.
Wow. Well, I love that you're both equal partners in this act.
Absolutely.
That's-
I think it's important.
Yeah.
I think that in this day and age that women should have more of a feature in magic, and we've been seeing a lot of that lately in our travels, of course. Here, do me a favor, would you? Write down the name of a celebrity, any celebrity on the planet, living or dead, old or young, singer, actor, performer.
Okay.
Could be someone historic or fictitious, and of course, I won't look.
She will not look.
Okay.
Try the celebrity.
Yes.
I am now.
Hunka Hunka Burnin' Love. Elvis Presley.
Yes!
That's exactly who was written on the piece of paper, folks.
I did that for my husband in Vegas. Wow. That's amazing. So we probably don't even have to check in with those guys.
No.
You just know. All right, time to see if they got it. Penn Teller.
Okay, Well, I'm not going to spend much time complimenting you because we had too much work to do. But it was good. It was really good. I like the whole attitude. I like the fact that you've taken something that is not visual at all, which is mentalism, and made it visible. You got this Vegas make it rain box. Problem with this kind of thing is there's so many ways we would think to do this. So there's a few things we want to look at. You allow us to walk up there?
You are more than welcome to.
Okay, we're going to come up near you. And there's two things we want to do. First of all is, boy, these things that the people drew in the audience, they're table, apple, walrus, can't talk about that one. That's a light. You know, they make cameras wicked small now, but they don't make cameras that are invisible.
There's a lot of investigating going on.
A lot of investigating. And there's this little thing that someone can use after they've already got information. Beautiful nails. So, if we had gotten one guess, we would have probably gone with camera. We would have lost there. If we had two guesses, we would have gone with the billets being Xerox and all being the same. We would have lost there. If we had three guesses, we would have gone with an earpiece. We would have lost there.
How many guesses you guys get?
I feel like we need a final answer.
We get one guess.
Oh.
So we think it's very possible that you fooled us. I mean, you did. We don't know. Nicely done. Nicely done. And there you go, right behind you. Congratulations. Sentimentalist. Thank you.
Penn and Teller have been busted, and we aren't even finished with them yet. Will they get fooled again? Find out after this. Tonight's already had one fooler, and we might just have another. Take a look.
Ideas are like sources of light. Ideas never die. Looking back into the past was really inspirational to me. It was about these geniuses who were using the technology available to them at that moment to create incredible magic. But then like to see what I can learn from that past era and using modern technology create something new today. I'm inspired by magicians who are performing in their own space. The theater itself becomes part of the trick. So I realized that the kinds of tricks I needed to do needed a space to do them in. The Magic Patio is this show I've been running in my backyard for the past 4 years. You enter into my bedroom, which I've built to transform into a box office. This is the world's first underground magic speakeasy. I'm a creator, I'm a designer, I'm a builder, and a performer. So all of those things together is what makes me a magician.
Please welcome the innovative illusions of Andrew Evans.
Hi, everyone. Penn Teller, thank you for having me on the show. So, a lot of people might call me an illusionist instead of a magician because the things that I like to build and perform are typically a little larger than, you know, say, a deck of cards. But, I mean, honestly, an illusionist would probably roll out onto a big Las Vegas stage with some sort of hip bumping soundtrack coming through the speakers. I mean, I'm a designer. I studied engineering. That is not how we roll. So tonight, I'd like to present a simple demonstration of physics. Now, this idea came to me while I was in the workshop, and I was trying to reach a tool that was on the top shelf. Oh, hey now. My mom said that being 5'5" is nothing to be ashamed of. Just saying. Anyways, the ladder was just a little precarious, and I realized there was a much safer way to get that tool. That's right. Ask a friend for help. This is Naomi, ladies and gentlemen. She's the tallest person I know. There it is. All right, now back to the
physics. We're going to start by building a bridge of sorts. You can really only screw this up at the beginning, so it's important for step one. There's an exact 3-inch overhang on either side. Huh? 5. That's okay. Here, hold on. Let's see. Close enough. All right. Step 2, we got to add some infrastructure. We've got the foundation, we've got the infrastructure, we need supports. Man, I gotta get me one of those. All right, now, what you're about to see might look impossible, but honestly, it's nothing more than subtle scientific principles and innate human abilities. We'll explain along the way so you don't get lost.
So first, we're going to start with what appears to be a precarious balance. It looks really difficult, but it's not actually that hard.
Nah, she's being modest, but it does start to get more interesting if you remove one of the poles. Or hold on, even more so, if we adjust the angle, just like this. Now hold on, because it might look like magic, but honestly, Naomi's just using her triceps and core in order to hold that pose.
Basically, I work out.
Yeah, but no strength lets you hold that for more than like 10 seconds.
And you've used up 7 points.
Oh, right. So this is where the science comes back in, because she's able to shift her center of mass by moving her arm.
And as Newton's first law states, a body rest will stay at rest.
Precisely. Now, I want to point out, everything you've seen here so far can be achieved with Newtonian physics.
And peak athleticism.
Yeah, but this next little bit, we've been running the numbers, and I think it might be quantum string theory, maybe transcendental meditation, but frankly, we don't know ourselves. Penn and Teller, maybe you can help us out? Thank you.
This is a really creative way to use your engineering for magic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It all kind of goes hand in hand. I've always loved kind of trying to bring those things together, and yeah, this is one way we did it tonight.
And you built the whole trick
Yeah,
yourself.
absolutely. That's half the fun for me, is designing and building these things.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So do you do magic full time?
I don't know. So I work at a design firm as well, and I teach design at Stanford.
That's fantastic. All right, well, let's check in with the boys,
All right.
shall we? Penn, Teller?
You know, it's the hardest thing to do on Fool Us is to do big tricks. And this is a big trick that's just beautiful, and the audience just loved it. What's wonderful about this is what you brought new to it, what you made unique about it. I mean, you've gone back to the original ethereal suspension, which, you know, then became this cheesy, bad version broom suspension, which everybody does and everybody hates, and doesn't have the phases in this that have all the provers in there. We also liked really nice touches of you just drilling the holes for the poles right in front of us. And we love the way you handle all the power tools. But someday we'll have to get you in here to actually work on our stage and build something for us. You're very good at building all this stuff. And there's something else I'm going to say, because there's a thing that's sleight sleight of hand guys always do, which is hiding something under a natural action. What you did here was sleight of board. And you hid stuff under natural actions. It was really nice. We really loved it, and we think we've got it figured out, and maybe we said enough that gives you the idea that we do know.
I think they got it.
Oh, well, thank you so much. That was amazing.
Nice to go.
Evans, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. If you stick around, you'll see more amazing magicians. Plus, Penn and Teller take the stage. Stay close. Where we showcase magicians from all over the world, like this next astonishing Australian. Take a look.
The American view of Australia is, you know, Crocodile Dundee, dangerous animals, shrimp on the barbie, kangaroos, and of course, beer. I'm Dom Chambers. I do beer magic. I think there's something really cool about making big magic out of small things, like a marker or a mobile phone. A beer magician is quite simply someone who uses beer in their magic. I think it's something that a lot of people can relate to, particularly in, you know, rowdy environments. If I fool Penn and Teller, it will change my life. Hopefully I'm going to show them something that they've never seen before.
Please welcome Dom Chambers.
If you want to see the amazing appearing bottle of wine, say yeah! One empty paper bag. One empty magic gesture. Now inside the bag, a bottle of wine. Yep, it's there. No one's actually buying that, are they? Yeah, fair enough. That's ridiculous. I'm Australian. We drink beer. All right. Now they say a good magician will never repeat the same trick twice. Well, guess I'm not a very good magician. Except for that one. Oh. And that one, that's 5, yes! Here we go. No jackets, no sleeves, no shoes.
So it's true, Australians will drink anything.
Absolutely. Would you like one?
No. No, thank you.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty damn sure.
Oh, fair enough.
And is this Australian magic? Because it involves alcohol.
This is a bit. Yeah, this was a new. It's actually a very new piece. But you know, I loved classic stage magic where people would produce doves. And I thought, wouldn't that be awesome if instead of producing doves or rabbits, the magician was just producing endless beers?
Yes.
So that's...
This is a fantastic party trick.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see if you fooled Penn and Teller. Penn, Teller.
Oh, Dom, you know, it's so good to see someone do a routine that makes sense all the way through. Not just these are tricks I know how to do, but just a whole, you know, obviously the Australian theme of drinking beer, but it all going through. I also love, you know, when you say you're going to do something, to do it. You say you're going to produce a bottle, even though you don't do it right then, you do it. And I think you'll recognize this name. Maybe others won't. We've done the Pat Page moment in your thing, the glass from the sleeve. That's originally Pat Page, an English magician, and we've done a version of that. But one thing that makes this act so deceptive is the fact that you do the same trick in different ways. You know, and that's a really important thing. Do the same effect with different methods. And we also love the fact that you've got this casual outfit that looks really natural and really modern and really good. And that you use it just like a dove magician would use a set of tails. It's really wonderful. And, you know, in dancing, they sometimes use as an insult that the dancer has 2 left feet. And we can say as a real compliment, you had 2 right feet. You were just terrific all the way through, but don't think you fooled us.
Does that mean what I think it means?
They're all over it. They're very amazing. There you go. Thank you so much. This has been the best opportunity, so thank you so much.
So good, man. So good.
Thank you, Dom Chamber. Ordinary dragons, but only one features a magic dragon. Please welcome back a Fool Us favorite, Piff the Magic Dragon.
Good evening. Good evening. This time I have finally got a trick that is absolutely 100% going to fool Penn and Teller. However, first, and this is a little bit awkward, my dad's in town and he wanted to come out and say hi. Apparently it's always been his dream to be on stage in Las Vegas, and my showroom at the Flamingo is fun size. So he's going to come out tonight, say hi, and then I'll do my trick. So please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the stage, Pop the Magic Dragon. Sit down.
Hello, Vegas.
Okay.
Vegas.
You're in Vegas. Welcome to Vegas. All right, you've come out, you've said hi. Now it's time to say goodbye. And then I'm going to fool Penn and Teller.
First,
what do you mean first?
I want to give you your inheritance.
What inheritance?
Right there. There's your inheritance.
Well, that box.
Yes, I put that box up there when you were born 342 years ago. But first.
What do you mean first?
We're all going to sing the Dragon Song.
Oh, God. I knew there'd be a catch.
And the best thing about it is they all know the Dragon Song. You all know the Dragon Song, don't you? They all know the Dragon Song.
What? This is a bunch of yes men. They don't know the Dragon Song.
The Dragon Song.
Nobody knows the Dragon Song.
They all know the Dragon Song.
They don't know the Dragon Song.
They do.
What's it called?
The Dragon Song.
Really? Really? The Dragon Song's called the Dragon Song?
Yes, it is.
Right, I guess
Let's do it.
Come
All
right, fine.
First of all, I have our instruments that are almost matching. There's your guitar. That's the size of your guitar.
It's fun size.
And then we got my guitar right here. We'll all do the Dragon Song.
All right.
In exile for some years, it's the Dragon Song.
Sorry, how many years?
Well, everybody knows how many years.
Just sound like you said flumpy years.
Well, everybody knows how many years the Dragons...
For how many
we're
years?
In exile. We roam the earth in exile.
So how many years were the Dragons in exile?
How many years were we in exile?
300 years.
300?
300 years.
300 years?
300 years.
300 years. So you're telling me I was born 42 years later, for no apparent reason, all the dragons go into exile?
Well, that's dragon years.
Oh, dragon years? Oh, well, that does make sense.
You knew that, didn't you?
All right, I'll give you that.
In exile for 300 years, it's the Dragon Song, so it's the Dragon Song. Cried 300 dragon tears, it's the Dragon Song, so it's the Dragon Song. Left our homeland and... Where are we from?
What?
Where are the dragons from?
London.
No, not where you're from. Our homeland, our ancestral...
What, where are all dragons from? I have no idea.
Where are the dragons from originally? Where's our ancestral land?
From Canada.
Canada? Really? Dragons are from Canada. Does this sound like a natural Canadian twang to you? Does it? The dragons are from where in Canada?
The capital, Ottawa.
Ottawa. Ottawa.
Left our home in Ottawa. It's the dragon song, son, it's the dragon song. We said we gotta get out of. It's the dragon song.
Sorry, what? We gotta get Ottawa.
Ottawa.
Ottawa, and you rhymed Ottawa with Ottawa. It really just sounds like you're making this song up on the spot.
I'm not making this song up on the spot. They are.
They are, all right.
Lost our jobs as
Magic Dragons.
No, we're not. We're Magic Dragons now.
Yeah, right.
Or were we originally?
Originally?
The original job we had.
I have no, what, when we were in Ottawa?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
In Ottawa, what job do we have? Yes.
Flames? You work on flames, fire.
We work with fire. What, that's not even a job. How do you work with fire? Do you mean we're arsonists? Is that what you're going for? Just accusing the whole dragon species of being nothing but criminals? Apparently we're arsonists.
Arsonists?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Arsonist it is.
Lost our job as arsonists. Yeah, the dragon song, it's the dragon song. He's my son, but he's a little pissed. It's the dragon song, and it's the dragon song. Our skin is green, but our tails are long. It's the happy, happy dragon song.
Okay, no, that's it. I'm drawing a line at that point. You cannot have a happy, happy dragon song.
Happy, happy dragon.
We're miserable creatures. Look at this face. It's just misery. Look at that. It's just nothing but misery.
It's just happy. Look at this.
Have you ever seen the movie The Hobbit? That dragon got shot in the face by a dwarf. He's not happy.
Fake news.
It's not
fake news. Everybody, our skin is green, but our tails are long. It's the happy, happy dragon song.
All right, lovely. Thank you very much.
You want your inheritance?
Yes, I want my. Yeah, about 5 minutes ago, actually, but yeah.
Squire. Runneth and fetcheth my keys.
Who is that?
Teller.
Right.
Oh, here are the keys. The keys are here.
All right, the keys are here.
The keys are here. These are the keys to your inheritance. You're going to be so excited about this, Biff.
Yeah, I can't wait. So don't.
Oh, here are the keys. The keys. And now... box is lowered. I gotta just figure out which one of these keys fits.
All right, I just released the hook. It's like Cirque du Soleil.
Very much so.
Is
the key?
It's not even locked.
Oh.
And where'd you get a padlock from the 1700s?
You got that at Castle Depot.
Really?
You notice that my herald looks remarkably like my squire.
Almost indiscernible.
What you got in there?
I got a scroll.
A scroll hung up there for 342 years.
This is my inheritance.
That's your inheritance.
This is it.
You're going to have your mind blown, my son. Your mind will be blown. You ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Undo that scroll. In exile for 300 years, it's the dragon song, and it's the dragon song. Cried 300 dragon tears, it's the dragon song, and it's the dragon song. Left our home in Ottawa, it's the dragon song, and it's the dragon song. We said we gotta get Ottawa, it's the dragon song, and it's the dragon song. Lost our job as arsonists, it's the dragon song, and it's the dragon song. He's my son, but he gets pretty pissed. It's the dragon song, and it's the dragon. Everybody, our skin is green, but our tails are long. It's the happy, happy dragon song. Skin is green, but our tails walk home. It's the happy, happy dragon song.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pip the Magic Dragon!
Pip the Magic Dragon! Isn't he cute? Isn't he cute?
Don't touch me.
He's cute. That's Pip the Magic Dragon! Isn't he cute? Isn't he adorable?
You never know who's going to show up on Fool Us.
Isn't he adorable?
We have more surprises in store for you when Fool Us returns. See you